this is the last section I'm going to record today, and then I'm going to pause for Q&A. So I'll talk through this this framework, and that'll give you an idea for where we're going. And in the subsequent sessions, I'll cover all of this in detail. So the Expert's Guide to Backtesting Existing Trading Systems. What is the Expert's Guide to Backtesting Existing Trading Systems? Well, I've put together a 5-step framework to guide you through the process of backtesting a trading system that you find in a book or a magazine or anything like that. And you see it here on the slide. The first step at the bottom is to understand the system concept. You really need to get into it and understand it and make sure that it fits you, your personality, your objectives, your lifestyle, that you can trade it, that there's a really solid, real basis for the rules in that trading system. Because there's nothing more devastating than picking up a set of rules and following them, expecting them to be profitable because the book said they were, but then you're trading it for a couple of months and realizing that it loses money real time because it wasn't based on a sound concept like trend following or swing trading or mean reversion. It was just a couple of indicators thrown together and optimized out of existence to give you some profitability. Once you've understood the system concept, the next step is to validate the raw system. Now, if you're using an existing trading system, the author will have presented some results. You know, sometimes they're in a lot of detail, sometimes they're in a small amount of detail, but you've got some results to compare with. And so when you backtest it, you want to validate that the results the author got are similar to the results you're getting in the same market. Now, if you're trading in a different market, you're going to get different results. But we want to validate that the author did it correctly. And so we're going to do that by coding up the system and running the backtest on the author's original market and trying to replicate those results. Once we've validated it and we're sure that it's sound, then we'll move on to optimize and enhance the system for our own purposes. Now, that looks different depending on whether you're going to do it for the original market or a different market. But the optimization enhancement process is the core to this. Because one of the things I've realized is that when authors publish a system, typically, they're not going to publish their best work. They're not going to publish the systems they're actually trading with their real money or that the hedge fund manager is actually trading. They're going to publish their throwaway systems. Now, just because they're a throwaway system, it doesn't mean it's not profitable. It doesn't mean there's not a great opportunity. But what it means is it can be improved. And so if you're picking up an existing trading system and you're going to backtest it and you're going to use it, part of this Expert's Guide to Backtesting Existing Trading Systems is how can you improve it? Because I don't want you to leave money on the table. Do you want to leave money on the table? Of course not. So when we pick up an existing trading system, we want to validate that it works, and then we want to improve it and make it better so that we can make more money and we can get our financial freedom sooner, or improve our lifestyle, or whatever it is, whatever the objective is for you. Now, the next step is portfolio and risk management. In most cases, when a system is published, it's going to have portfolio and risk management rules included. But you've got to remember, the author is not you. The author's objectives are not your objectives. The author's personality and risk tolerance is not your personality and risk tolerance. So we need to take you and inject you into this trading system. Yeah, it's an existing trading system, but if that trading system has a drawdown of 40% and your drawdown tolerance is 10%, you're in trouble. So we're going to adjust the portfolio and risk management rules to make sure that it fits you. And once we've done all of that, we've got a complete system, we're confident that it meets our personal objectives, then we're going to go through the launch sequence. And the launch sequence is something so commonly overlooked when you're picking up an existing trading system, because looking at a backtest versus trading at real time, that's two completely different ball games. And if you can look at a trading system in a very particular way and understand how it trades day by day and what to expect trade by trade, day by day, that will give you a level of confidence to continue to follow that system. I have many, many coaching calls with traders who have launched a new system and then start to freak out almost immediately because the day-by-day behavior of that system is not what they expect. or they didn't realize that something was going to happen. I didn't realize it could be, 3 months before I made money. Or I didn't realize that I could have 5 losing trades in a row. Or I didn't realize that it wasn't going to be up every week. Or there's all sorts of different things. And if you go through the launch sequence that I'm going to cover in the Expert's Guide to Backtesting Existing Trading Systems, you will know exactly what to expect. And so when you launch, you'll launch with confidence. And when you launch with confidence and you follow through with the system, that's when you get the fruits of your labor. That's when you get the benefits of the system's profitability. But only if you launch in the right way.